You've been working almost non-stop since the fire, right? You took a day off maybe?
Yeah.
What does the day mean to you?
Well, I think today the excitement was huge. This morning, right at breakfast, we were talking about, the jobs we were given were starting to signal that the plan was starting to come together for re-entry. So I think we hit those jobs a little extra hard this morning. Stuff they thought might take, all day or a couple days, they hammered off by lunchtime in anticipation of what was announced today. So it's huge. It's all that we've been working for. It's all we've been doing is trying to get the things off the checklist so that people could come home. So for us, that's what it's all been about since when they were leaving. All we could think about was getting them back. So when we see the residents around here, our friends, our family, and all the people that live here, that's a win.
So let's go back to a week ago Sunday when you were on the front lines. Looking back to that, looking at the damage, the devastation then, are you surprised it came together so quickly?
Yeah, I mean, that night, some pretty dark times, and you wonder if there'll be anything left. And so when the lights came back on and the sun came back up and you could see what was left, we knew that this town could rebuild. That's what this town always does. That's what these people always do. So just started working towards that plan, get the fires out, help with the checklists, get the plan together, do what we could do to get everyone back here.
Can you tell me a little bit about that night?
Yeah, it was the hottest, biggest wind, darkest, scariest fire that I've ever been in. Worse probably than anything I could imagine. And it was also filled with family, the firefighters, and them taking care of their families, and seeing some of the best side of the human spirit and the big hearts. Seeing firefighters do what firefighters do it's a pretty proud moment when you're the fire chief and everybody's training kicks in and everybody watches everybody's back and nobody gets killed. It's a big night.
So it was obviously a huge team effort there. You guys have been credited over and over again with saving the town. I mean, there's a lot of devastation, but it could have been so much worse. Any comments on that?
Yeah, when people talk about firefighters being heroes, saving the town, and it's a little humbling. A lot of people still lost a lot of things. We did what we could do. We saved what we could save. Thank goodness for all of the help that got sent our way. All of the other fire departments, by 10 o'clock, 10:30, fire departments from all over Alberta were showing up. And we were getting messages about other firefighters coming. And so, I mean, in those dark times, that's what keeps you going, that help's coming. And then when that help gets here, what keeps you going is that all the people got to get home and all the people want to come home. And everybody's just ready to rebuild this community. They just got to get here. So it's been a long process. I don't even know how many days anymore. It's hard to keep track, but we're happy that today is a day that we'll remember that the people start coming home.